There's two things that all Westerners know about Japan. The first is that their food is fucking amazing. Seriously, if the US knew how damn good sushi was back in 1945, they probably wouldn't have nuked them. The second thing is that Japan is really, really creepy. No, not because of that tentacle porn or anything like that, though that really doesn't help, but because it seems like that part of the world has a surplus of spooky ass shit going on. They have a lot of really creepy and spoopy urban legends, of which we'll be talking about some of them today. 10 of them, as a matter of fact. This is StarDust Studio's 10 Creepy Japanese Myths #1, because, you know, we can't do just one of these videos. There's literally way too much creepy shit going on in Japan. Number 1. Cursed Kleenex commercial. In the 1980s, there were 3 Japanese Kleenex commercials that featured a woman dressed in a toga and a young child dressed as an ogre. These commercials featured the Jane and Barton song "It's a Fine Day," which many viewers thought to be quite disturbing, and some of them even thought it sounded like a German curse, despite the clearly English lyrics. Because of this, several rumors about the cast began going around, such as the crew dying and the lead actress Keiko Matsuzaka either dying, being institutionalized, or getting knocked up with a demon child. So, yeah. Number 2. The Red Cape. The Red Cape, or Akamanto, is a yokai, or spirit, that usually haunts the last toilet stall in the woman's restroom. The spirit is sometimes described as wearing a mask to cover a handsome face, which caused him much grief in life. The myth goes as such: when the unlucky soul is sitting on the shitter, a disembodied voice will ask them if they want red or blue toilet paper. If they answer red, they suffer a violent death and are left drenched in their own blood. If they ask for blue, they are strangled to death, leaving their face a deep blue color. And if you think you're going to be smart by asking for yellow or green paper, yeah, it doesn't take kindly to that and just sort of drags you off to hell through the toilet. Enjoy! The only proper way to defeat this spirit is to kindly decline its offer. There are other variants of this as well, such as the spirit asking a person if they want a red or blue vest or a cloak. These are even more gruesome, as if you answer red, the ghost will tear the flesh off of your back. So, yeah, let's move on to the next one. Number 3. Gozu, or Oxhead. Also known as Cowhead, is a Japanese urban legend about a fictional story called Cowhead. Supposedly, the Cowhead story is so horrifying that people who read or hear it are overcome with fear so great that they tremble violently for days on end until they die. One variation involves a teacher who tells a bored group of school children the story, resulting in both children and teacher becoming catatonic and losing their memory. Other variations include the detail that no one is able to retell the story since they die after hearing it. The Cowhead story was rumored to be an unpublished piece from sci-fi writer Sakio Komatsu, but there is no evidence to link the author to the legend. Number 4. Kokori. Kokori, despite its odd name and sounding like something from Legend of Zelda, is in fact the Japanese equivalent of a Ouija board. Rather than using a pre-bought board with letters and a planchette, players write down hiragana characters and place their fingers on a coin before asking Kokori-san a question. This is a popular game in high schools, and similar to the Western Ouija board, several rumors and legends surround it. Some include Kokori-san only telling players the date of her death, while others say you can ask Kokori-san anything, but you must finish the game correctly, either by saying goodbye to Kokori-san before leaving the table, or disposing of the Kokori game utensils within a certain time limit, such as spending the coin or using the pen previously used to write the hiragana. Failure to do so will result in misfortune or death for the players. You know, call me old-fashioned, but I think when I have friends over for board game night, we'll just stick to Clue or Catan or anything that doesn't involve us dying. Number 5. Teke Teke. Teke Teke, named after the Japanese sound for scratching, is the ghost of a woman who was pushed into a railway and cut in half by the oncoming train. Now a vengeful ghost, Teke Teke carries a scythe and travels on her hands or elbows in search of victims. If she finds someone at night and the victim is too slow, she will cut them in half at the torso, to mimic her own disfigured body, and they will become a Teke Teke just like her. A version of this legend has a schoolboy walking home at night and noticing a beautiful girl leaning out of a windowsill. When she notices the boy, she will jump out of the window and onto the pavement, revealing herself to be just an upper torso. And the story ends exactly as you'd imagine. The boy doesn't see a very happy ending. Number 6. Hannukkah of the Toilet. Hannukkah of the Toilet is a famous legend often associated with Japanese grade schools. The story details the ghost of a student who killed themselves due to bullying. The ghost is known to just sort of appear at random. Not really any specific requirements or anything like that, just at random. Hanako-san is a very popular myth in Japanese grade schools and supposedly haunts the third stall of the girls' washroom, which must be pretty packed with her and the red cape in there. Think Moaning Myrtle will have enough room to join them? Hanako is defined by a pair of stark gleaming eyes, which are more meant to scare than really cause harm. Hanako overall is generally thought of as just harmless, and is only meant to scare people. I'll bet she really just wishes people would stop running away from her and be her friend. Don't worry, dead ghost girl, I'll be your friend. Just, from a distance, cause ghosts be scary, yo. Number 7, Curse of the Red Room. Finally, we get into some Shin Megami Tensei styled shit. Ooh, I haven't been wanting to talk about this one for a while, since the start of the video. The Red Room story is an internet legend about a pop-up which appears on the victim's computer. The image simply shows a door and a recorded voice asks, "Do you like?" Even if the pop-up is closed, it will repeatedly reappear until the voice finally completes the question. Do you like the Red Room? Those who have seen the pop-up are soon found dead, their walls painted red in their own blood. The legend began with a flash animation of a young boy being cursed after encountering the pop-up, but gained notoriety when it was found that the schoolgirl who committed the Sasebo slashing in 2004 had the video as a bookmark. And the Sasebo slashing is something I'll get into in a later video. Number 8, Jin Mencken. Jin Mencken are dogs with human faces that appear primarily in urban areas late at night, and they run along highways at extremely high speeds. The Jin Mencken can also talk, but reports say that they will either be rude or will ask to be left alone. Unlike most Japanese urban legends, the human-faced dog is not widely known to go on killing sprees, which makes me a lot less hesitant to go near it, though they are said to be escaped scientific experiments or the spirits of road crash. There is also speculation that witnesses who say they have met a Jin Mencken have actually come across Nihonzaru, which are Japanese monkeys. Honestly, how can anyone find something like this scary? I mean, look at that. You know you want one as a pet. Just look how cute it is. I'd give that thing every banana I could find. Just dear God, it's so adorable. Number 9, Anaki Village. This one just sounds like something out of a Resident Evil game. Anaki Village is a mysterious village completely isolated from other communities in Japan. There's no phone service whatsoever. Cell phones won't work, and the payphones in the village are reported to be out of service. There exist rumors that a community of cannibals roam this village in search of any people who might be so misfortunate to stumble into town. But nobody knows for sure, since anyone who goes into the village is not seen ever again. Number 10, the Hamato Mansion. Have you ever played the Fatal Frame games? No? Well, if not, that's fine. It's kind of a niche series. It's a good series, but it's a niche one. Well, it's a series of survival horror games that have the player going through spooky Japanese locales while fighting off ghosts with a camera. It sounds silly, and it is, but it's oddly effective at setting up scares, and getting the player just overall creeped the fuck out. The first game in the series was advertised as being based on a true story, and well, that's a lie. It's based off of the myth of the Hamato Mansion. The Hamato Mansion is an old traditional-style Japanese mansion said to be just on the outskirts of Tokyo. It's here that the Hamato family lived and was rumored to practice a strangling ritual every half a century in order to keep the family from being destroyed by evil spirits. It is believed that the one that was strangled was usually a baby girl that was raised entirely in secret, but it's said that there was a time where one of these girls fell in love with a boy who helped her escape from the mansion, causing the ritual to fail. The head of the family was then rumored to have murdered the entire family, including himself. It's reported that many people who walk into the house either don't walk out at all, or walk out with rope burns on their body. Well, that was 10 creepy-ass Japanese myths. You know, in high school, I wanted to go to Japan because anime kind of clouded my judgment and I was a bit of a weeboo. But between this and the rampant dislike of white people, I'm kind of hesitant to go. I mean, not only does every living thing not want me there, most dead things there probably want me to be just as dead as they are. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stay here in Canada. The only spooky shit we got here are cannibalistic skeleton people with faces like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. But anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you guys enjoy these kinds of videos. I'm going to be doing this on a different channel. I'm doing it on a different channel. You're on that channel right now. I've got another channel, by the way, where I look at anime and video games and all that sort of stuff. You can click on it. It's a little off the corner, maybe on the left side, maybe on the right side. I don't know. I'll change it up every video or so. So anyways, I hope you guys had a damn good day. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you would like to support me a little more, it would be great if you just sort of click that little thumbs up button, left a comment, all that good stuff. Maybe subscribe. I'm not trying to pressure you or anything. Maybe just sort of push you in the direction. Have a good day.